Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you missed the last episode, you better have it over there and watch it. My God, was it dramatic. Playoff final to get into the Premier League. We won 5-2. This episode, we've been promoted to the Premier League. We head into our first game of the season. I don't know if you can see it there, against Aston Villa. We take a look at pre-season. We take a look at the transfers. We had a bit of a transfer budget. We had about 30 million-ish, there or thereabouts. I have spent it. There's no big names, but we've done some business. Tried to just generally strengthen the team where I thought we were lacking, which was obvious at the end of last season. But anyway, let's head over. Let's look at our transfers. Let's look at the tactics. See how we're going to hopefully get on this season. Look at where the media think we're going to, come out and head into that first game against Aston Villa. Come on, boys. Right, here it is, guys. Let's just have a quick chat about transfers. Let's just look at the end of last season. Nothing too crazy going on. A couple of lads that went out. I think lad that went out on loan, youth player, nothing too serious. Apo Helm, which was actually right at the back end of the season, left for 1.1 million, went to Columbus Crew. It's fine. He wasn't starting for us. It's, neither here nor there. First real sort of purchase looking forward to the Premier League was Benkovic, who we bought in for quite cheap. I think it was 1.7 million, there or thereabouts. Then we did get him for a bit of a deal, actually. I didn't realise before. So Brighton had him for 2 seasons, bought him for 8.75 million from Werder Bremen, and we got him in for 1.7. Looks like he didn't play much for them. 5 appearances in the Premier League with them. We got him at a steal, and if we do take a look at his stats very quickly, very sort of well-rounded player. That we were struggling at the back last season in terms of depth, and this was just something to give us a bit of depth and strengthen us in that central sort of defensive area. We just head into this season so far. As I said, 23.5 million spent. We have Fernando Poncha, we bought him from River Plate for 6.5 million. Again, relatively sort of well-rounded. Is he a world beater? No. Is he the best we've got? No. But he can play in that attacking mid-central role, and in case you didn't see at the end of last season, or in case you didn't see on the list on the right-hand side, Lanzini's gone. So he needed someone to pick up from where he left off. Now, remember when we're looking at these stats, well-rounded, reasonable standard, he's only 19 years old. We bought him from River Plate. 20 appearances for those last season, 20 appearances, 3 goals, 5 assists, 7.19 average rating. We picked him up for 6.5 million. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we could have got ourselves an absolute bargain there. Absolute bargain. So, who else have we bought in? We've got Nicola Maras from Fulham. 2 million we paid for him. Just a bit of backup in that defensive mid and centre-back position. We are a bit weak there, and actually the 2 we've brought in, which is the Benkovic and Maras, who we're looking at, are probably our starting 2, truth be told. Hans Vernakin from Bruges, played 15 million for him. Now, at first, I thought he's 31. That's, it's a lot of money for him. But I think because he's such a well-rounded player, a lot of vision, good off the ball, good decision-making, good amount of composure. He's strong in the areas I need him to be strong in, and I think that's going to work for us. Pretty much he spent the last 10 years nearly at Club Bruges. They bought him for 4.5 million from a team that I've never heard of, KSC Lokeren, whoever they are. And before that, it looks like he's played, other than starting off at PSV Eindhoven, he's played in Belgium his whole career. But last season in Belgium, 33 appearances, 11 goals, 8 assists. He's averaging, a good rating with them, and I think he's going to do a job for us. Then last, but certainly not least in terms of the ins, Luke Thomas, we bought in on loan from Leicester. Now, he's literally come in just as a backup, and you'll see in a minute with the one I'm talking about. But I know predominantly last season, Dylan Williams played in that left sort of wing back position. what I'm doing is pushing Dylan Williams further forward. And then I've got Luke Thomas, Jordan Williams and Lee Buchanan that can all play at that left back, left wing back position, because Dylan Williams is developing really well, and I'm happy with how he's getting on. 20 years old, he could be an absolutely, sort of world class player, hopefully. And Luke Thomas has got all the attributes I'd like really for a wing back, relatively well rounded across the board, good stamina, good work rate. I mean, he's not necessarily amazing in any position, but he's also, he'll do a job. In terms of the players going out so far this season, lots of players out on loan, as you can imagine. Lots of youth players. Scott Banks, who did start to really come alive for us at the back end of last season, but he just wouldn't renew his contract. He wanted a stupid amount of money. I think from what I remember, he wanted 40 odd grand, and I weren't going to give it to him because he wasn't going to start every week. So he's left on a free to Aberdeen. Joel Ward, who we had playing left back and right back, I do think we lost a bit of money on that transfer. Bought him for 700k, sold him for 450. But you know what? So be it. Sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. Lanzini, 9 million to River Plate again. Wouldn't renew his contract. I think he's on 34k at River Plate, and I'm pretty certain that he wanted 60,000 or something close to with us, and obviously, of course, I said no. So he's gone. But in return, we've got Fernando Poncha, who could be a real sort of world-class player with lots and lots and lots of potentials. Load more players out on loan. No one that really was breaking into the starting 11 last season. Then, unfortunately, Nathan Byrne, again, wouldn't renew his contract, so I had to let him go. He wanted too much money. He wanted to be an important player. He wasn't going to be starting every game for us. I mean, I know he did start a few for us last season, 13 appearances, but he wanted to be an important player. He was never going to get that, so he wouldn't renew his contract. So he's gone on a free to Coventry. So that's pretty much how it lines up. We've got nothing pending at the moment. First game of the season, we head out against Aston Villa. We are at home though, which is good for us. Now, if we have a look at the season preview, we are 800 to 1 to win the league, and we're predicted to finish 19th. So anyway, enough about predictions and transfers and whatever else. I'm thinking this is the starting lineup I'm going to go with. I'm going to stick with that 4-2-3-1 because it did work well for us at the end of that last season. But obviously we can still switch back if we need to this sort of 4-4-2 diamond formation. But 4-2-3-1, first game up against Aston Villa. This is what I think we're going to go with. So Luke Thomas starting at wing back on the left, new lads. Both new centre backs starting out in the middle. Jordan Williams starting on the right, Fisher in goal. Knight and Shackleton starting there in that central midfield position because, Shackleton was an absolute bargain from Leeds. And Jason Knight, well, it's Jason Knight. Dylan Williams, like I say, pushing him further forward, starting him in that wing, attacking winger position on the left. Marcus Force on the right, Vernakin in the middle. And good old Xerxes starting up front. That's certainly what I think I'm going to go for with this one. Do I think it's going to be a tough game against Aston Villa? Do I think this season in general is going to be tough? Yes, I do. But we've got to give it our best fight. We've got to, push as much as we can and hopefully avoid relegation. If not, push on for something more because last season we outperformed. Why can't we do it again? It's going to be tough. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. I think there's going to be new tactics and all sorts that pop up this season just to try and stop us conceding goals. It's going to be difficult. I'm expecting we'll lose quite a few. Then with the throw in here. Dealt with by Thomas. What a strike. Jordan Williams. Benkovic, pass back. Morass. Williams does nothing with it. Looks like we've not had the better part, but it's relatively level pegging. Vernakin with the corner here. Oh, no one on the end of it. Shackleton picks it up. Xerxes. Back to Shackleton. Pushes out wide with it. Penalty. Come on. Is this the first VAR? Or is he giving the penalty straight away? First VAR of the season? Yes. Right. Come on. Come on. The keeper didn't even move. Come on, Xerxes. 1-0. What a start. 17 minutes into our Premier League season and we're already on to score, 3 points in the first game. I'm going to avoid making the usual Forest fan joke of, 11 points, blah, blah, blah. Oh, close for them. I'm not going to make any of those jokes, guys, because truth be told, I'm enjoying the save, and at least for this save only, I'll pretend that I'm at least partially supporting Derby. Great ball out. Williams, Thomas, Knight. Into the middle, Vernakin. Williams again, Knight. Ball forward, Thomas picks it up. Go on, Force. Oh. I can't believe it. I think we're actually the better side. I've got to give them some praise, because we must be the better side here. Free kick, Xerxes. Williams. That's all the way back out to Xerxes. Back to Williams. Head to Xerxes. Williams. Oh, what a bit of play that was. Corner here. Vernakin. Yeah, Vernakin on the corner. It's off the bar. Centre back just hit the bar. Great performance from the new boys, I must say. Vernakin, I say that just as he loses the ball. Tyrone Mings, Conser. Long ball forward, he's going to get to that. Deal with it. Oh, it's a great finish. Great finish. Welcome to the Premier League. Come on. Oh, it's a corner for them. That was always going to happen, wasn't it? Always going to happen. Saw that coming. Oh. Come on. Half time, 2-1. I can't say that I'm actually too disappointed with that. It was a good first half performance. Seemed to have fallen down a bit at the end, and maybe that's... maybe I need to look at the tactics. I don't know. Williams pushes in, loses the ball in the box. Oh, well tackled. Vernakin. Oh, I can't get it through to him. Oh, poor slide tackle. Good header. Doesn't get anywhere with it. Martinez. Davis. Come on. Press. Press. Oh, no. How has he missed? I thought that was it. We're creating more opportunities. We're just not doing too much with them. I wonder whether we go for the two up front. Yeah, let's switch it up for the last 20 minutes of the game. I'm going to go back to the original formation that I was playing last season. Go with this. Williams is going to come off. We've got a couple of players that are knackered here. Williams is going to come off, and I'm going to bring Presley on to play up front. Marcus Force does not like playing in defensive mid, so I'm going to bring Callum Wright on to replace Force. We'll leave it like that for now. We've got to do something in this last 15 minutes now. 5 minutes, it's just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nope. Well, that's it, guys. First game of the season, and unfortunately, no points on the board for that one. There was positives in that game. I don't think we actually played that bad. I mean, you look at the stats, it was relatively even. I think potentially it just ends up being, not one of our days for that one. But nevertheless, I mean, we're in the Premier League. I mean, you look at our fixtures, and I'm expecting we'll go on a bad run at some point. It's Leeds United up next. But if we have a look at the fixtures we've got... I didn't even touch on the pre-season. We won everything other than a 4-1 loss at Man U. Leeds United, Blackpool, Stoke. But then look at this. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man U. I mean, that's a tough run of 4 games. Brentford, Southampton, Leicester, West Ham. I mean, we've got pockets of just really tough games. I mean, you've got the same run again here: Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man U. It's just Man City and Tottenham back to back. It's a tough season. I mean, if you guys have got any ideas in terms of a good tactic for Premier League, because I don't think I've ever, or I don't really play the Premier League in FM, so maybe you guys watching will be better fit for it to tell me how to line up in terms of tactics and stuff. And if you haven't been over already, make sure you head over. Rob's Save with Bromsgrove Sporting, completely different to this. I've put the card up there for that. 3 episodes or 4 episodes in now. Really, really interesting. Lower league save with a lower lower league database on there as well. Completely different to this. Completely different to the Norwich save. It's an interesting one, especially if you're interested in those things. And obviously, it's our local team. Both have season tickets. Blah blah blah. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe. It's been really good seeing you guys again. Let's hope we can get 3 points on the board next time, because if we spend all season getting nothing, it's going to be a disappointing one. But thanks for coming along for the ride. Let's keep pushing. Come on, boys. See you in the next one.